Welcome. We appreciate y'all tuning in again to Texas Forever Podcast, a podcast about two best friends at work shooting the shit. This is episode 12, Prayer and Miracles, Texas Forever.
Make it a rapid session.
No, we're not in a hurry.
You said you was running behind.
I was running behind getting here.
Well, when you first said you was running behind,
yeah.
I thought you said you had a running behind. I'm like, well.
Hey, shit happens, you know?
So, Panasonic, what we got on the...
Oh, I got that.
It took you a while.
Call me sushi.
Yeah, sushi. I was...
or Sonya. No, let's see. What can I go? Honda.
Samsung.
No, it's Korean.
It was the same shit.
No,
man.
it's...
Y'all right there next to each other.
Okay. When you talk about the Jews, we're talking same thing, right? See, that's what we're talking about.
No, we're not actually.
Oh, you know.
Jews is more of a, like, ethnicity. Y'all's like a race. Like
what?
Like Asians is just Asians, but
no, they ain't.
Okay, so let's go to Asia.
Which one?
You go to Asia to see Koreans. You don't go to Europe to see Koreans.
We got to get off this Asian trip, okay? Okay. Call it Far East, okay?
Well, you got Asia, Middle Asia, and No Asia, which is.
Where's No Asia at?
No Asia is what they call it when...
Is it called the Pacific Ocean?
When you about to throw up. It's like nausea. There's No Asia. That was corny.
That was way bad.
That was
Edit that badly. Far East is better because...
Then you got the Middle East.
That's fine.
Asia Minor.
Yeah. All right. Do you consider Turkey Asia?
No, I consider that Middle Asia. Asia Minor.
Okay, which it probably is, I think.
A minor. And then you got...
You sure it's not B positive?
It's, I don't know the notes of... E minor, C...
A, C, D, F...
No, A, C, D, C. That's a rock band.
A chord, B chord, C chord... No, not B chord. C chord, D...
Do, re, mi, fi, la, falafel.
Isn't that a sandwich? Fila, falafel?
That's a falafel.
Okay.
Or is that a baked potato? What is that?
Falafel is like...
a quiche. No. Calzone.
No, falafel is it's like a
bean pie.
Not
curd pie.
It's like hummus. It's in the
hummus.
It's in the direction of hummus, I think.
Look it up real quick, but
I'm not looking
like
it. No.
It.
Here's the thing. Let them look it up, and they'll tell us we're wrong. Because I appreciate being wrong.
Yeah, you know what? I look forward to being more wrong than right.
Well,
because
hey, guess what? You're doing it wonderfully.
Because that means I am about to learn something.
You're learning minute by minute.
That means I'm about to learn something, which means...
Okay.
You're
going to say something, right?
No, I was just buying time.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to gauge the... You don't want it too loud.
The waves?
Yeah, I guess I can always bring it up. All right.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're going to do, but yeah. Mumble.
Yeah, I enjoy being... I look forward... I want to wake up one day and realize that everything that I thought was right was wrong.
Ooh, that's hard.
That would be the best.
Are you serious?
There's a whole new universe to explore.
But you're starting from scratch. All right. What are the things that you think are right now?
First of all, everything that we think that is right is wrong. Because we don't know it all. We don't know the big picture, the finale.
Right. I got you.
So we're constantly on that pursuit of that truth.
Okay. Now, when you say right and wrong, okay, are you also saying good and evil, or are you just saying fact and fiction?
And no matter what I say, because I'm gonna be incomplete. So I don't want to say wrong, but incomplete. Like no matter what judgment.
To be continued.
Always.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I mean,
Work in progress.
The simplest thing. I don't know. The sun is yellow. Okay. Well, then it's really not yellow because we can only see certain this and that.
Needs a psychiatrist. Yeah, I got you.
There's a who?
What?
He's Asian. Yellow.
Oh, I thought you were saying your psychiatrist was Asian.
No.
You sure?
I don't have a psychiatrist.
You don't
and
want
if
to.
you do have one, that's not a problem. I'm just saying that I don't have
It's
one.
okay to have one, though.
I don't have one. I promise I don't have one. I have two.
Oh, that's right. You got two. In case one dies or something, right?
I got two
Always
in
have
one
a
state.
backup.
I got two in one state. I got two in this state.
You're in a state of confusion, aren't you?
I'm in two states of confusion.
So is it like you call them or do you go visit them since they're in different states?
It depends what state I'm in.
Well,
It's so stupid.
it is, but you can keep going now. Now, all right. Say for instance, you're in a good state, but having problems. Okay. Now, what state are you in to call that person? Are you in a physical state or are you in a mental state? Which one is it?
Man, you lost me because if I'm in a good mood but I feel bad, you go to the doctor. You don't go to a psychiatrist.
What?
You don't go to psychiatrists for physical ailments.
What? Yeah, you do.
Nah.
What if it was psychosomatic? Okay.
Okay, it's all psychosomatic.
Oh my God. You're just psycho. Okay.
No, it's all psychosomatic.
Yeah.
Like it's all born of the mind. That's what I'm saying. No matter what we say or do, we're wrong because it's all mind.
What do psychiatrists do?
They give you medicine to get your mind right. So you can feel
keyword,
better.
mind. It's all in your mind, okay? Everything is in your mind.
It's all mind.
Well, they're studying what's in your mind, okay? Like if you're a hypochondriac or if you're afraid of something or if you're, that kind of thing. They can deal with you, right?
But how do they deal with you?
They
don't deal with you. They give you medicine.
Now, that's a psychiatrist. Now a psychologist would charge you more because they're going to see you longer. Okay. A psychiatrist will give you a pill,
medicine,
say,
right.
Come back in a month and see how you're doing. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a chicken egg type thing, but it's really.
And you know what medicine's all about, right?
Dried herbs. That's where it comes from. Drogas.
No, medicine is a guessing game. Okay.
We're always wrong.
Oh my gosh!
Even
it's
when we
always
think
we're right or wrong. It's a guessing game. Okay, it's an experiment.
I agree.
Okay, they think they know what it is. If they're lucky, they solve the problem with whatever they give you. But if it doesn't help you, like for instance, what my wife's going through, it can debilitate you, and it's like, okay, let's try something else, or let's try something else.
These are what they call the adverse
effects. Yeah.
So none of what we just said from this point on. From this point on, okay. That's what's gonna go in the next episode.
Okay, gotcha.
That other shit we just talked about, we just went. I might get snippets and put it in there, but
that's off the deep end.
That's like our normal banter.
Which it's good because
it's great, yeah.
Because it's actually what do they call that? Free association. That's one of it, and it's also what is it? It's a form of comedy. Where
improv.
Yeah, thank you. See, that's something I learned.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You remembered free association, but you couldn't come up with improv?
Yeah. That's why I'm taking medicine. To forget words.
To forget.
Yeah, it's working great. I'm forgetting every day.
I got medicine for you that you can take.
Do you?
Well, I used to have medicine for you. It's called weed. Make you forget all types of shit.
Why do they call it weed, but it's not a weed?
That is a damn good question.
It don't look like a weed. It looks like a plant.
It grows like a weed. You throw that bitch anywhere. You throw that bitch anywhere, that grow.
Yeah, right.
Well, in the right environment.
Yeah. Everybody grows in the right environment.
Which leads us into our topic.
Oh, really? Which one is that?
Well, okay. And I don't want to sound insensitive. I got to make sure that.
What, you're gonna put a whatchamacallit in there?
A disclaimer?
Yeah. See, you're coming up with better words every day.
Man, I'm on point today.
Yeah, what's
I have
wrong
my
with you?
cholesterol. Egg yolks. All right. Good for memory. All
Were
right.
they cooked or you just rockied them down?
I was about to say, you took the words right out of my mouth.
See?
I Stallone them bitches down. That's what I did.
No, you rockied. Stallone.
Rocky. Yeah, but here's the thing,
Rocky.
though. Here's the thing, though. This is how my mind works.
Dando.
Here's the thing, though. Nintendo.
Yeah. Good game.
It's a great game, man. Okay, focus. The reason why I prefer to use Stallone them bitches down.
Right.
You see how that flows out the mouth?
Yeah.
Stallone them bitches down versus I Rocky them. Rocky eggs is a smooth. It's just a smooth food.
Okay.
Now, if I was eating, let's say, peanut shells or something, I'll Rocky them joints down. Yeah, you know.
Okay. I was going for the comic verse, while you were going for the mellow verse.
Yeah, but mine's hit both.
But that's not comic.
Stallone them bitches down. That shit sounds a whole lot better than I'll Rocky them.
You did say bitches, so that's pretty funny.
See, it's the bitches that. It's the bitches.
What if I say Rocky them bitches down? How about that?
It's good,
See?
but say if you said Stallone them bitches. See, that's just like one word, one run-on word.
I don't get a T-shirt made with that word on.
Bitches?
No, Stallone them bitches down.
They're gonna be sitting there reading forever on that shirt. What? You gonna have that bitch running around the back? Stallone them bitches down.
Oh, what's a bitch? What were they?
Wear that shit to church.
Well, please turn it inside out, please, or leave the congregation.
And you take it all right there.
It shows your tattoos and hey,
and my bra.
Yeah,
a training bra.
You're sports bro. You're athletic.
Athletic.
Yeah, you've already trained.
Athletic brassiere.
Yes.
Anyways.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Let's concentrate here.
Let's get heated.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Be insensitive. Let's
go.
Yeah.
Back to that. I forgot all about that.
See, that's why I'm here.
All right. So the football player.
Oh, we're going there.
Yeah. That
got rocked.
That passed out. The Buffalo Bill Hamlin.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they got rocked. Uh-huh. He really didn't get hit. Like he did the hitting, but I mean they're hitting each other. But it wasn't a violent tackle. It was just a regular tackle. Probably one of the. I was trying to figure out what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know. It's in these other pundit shows, you know, ESPN, CNN, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to. I guess is journalistic. What's that called? Journalistic is it's an E word. Ethics.
Okay.
You know,
integrity, maybe.
Ethics.
Okay.
You don't want to speculate. But this is not one of those shows, so I'm going to speculate.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
You have an opinion, and we want to hear it.
Right, and I want to see when the truth comes out. I want to see how far off I was.
You know, you're good at that.
I like being wrong.
No. You like to be challenged in the form where that if you're proven right, hey, I kind of knew it. But if you're proven wrong, you'll accept the fact and then you'll carry on. It doesn't bother you for being wrong. Because you've been wrong so many times, you're just numb.
Nobody likes to be wrong, but...
You do. You said it yourself.
Well, I love being wrong.
Oh, there's a difference.
No, I was just trying to salvage what I said earlier.
You're so wrong. Okay, go ahead.
So, speculating.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is he already had a precondition.
Ooh.
maybe
congenital heart.
Right, has some type of enlarged heart.
Yeah.
Or something wrong with his cardiovascular system, like his aorta, vessel, something going on to where when that impact was made, it further like pinched or clamped, did something,
shocked,
whatever, damaged, whatever, aorta or anything that's dealing with the heart, and that prevented oxygen flow and all this, and then. And that's why he passed out. Yeah. You know how it's kind of like...
to me, I thought he got his wind knocked out. Because if you ever have your wind knocked out, you are just...
Yeah, but that
was that's like dying.
But that was a different... That he just... It's kind of like syncopathy, something like that, where you get up too fast, low blood pressure, and then you sit back down.
Right.
Why? Because the oxygen is not getting to the places they need to get to. So that's what it kind of seemed like. Because I swear the hit wasn't.
I actually didn't.
I mean, when you tap me on the ass, it's harder than that.
I didn't. Well, hey, I'm being gentle. I actually didn't see the hit. Okay, I haven't seen. I mean, as many times people talk about it. Now we're getting political too. Okay, there's a possibility that you're right as far as he had a condition. Okay, but as far as their medical facilities at the Buffalo Bills with doctors and so forth, they test these guys too many times to make sure that they're in their physical condition. I mean, there's sometimes that heart conditions can be
like Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh, Miami Heat, he had to retire because he had a heart condition.
Yeah.
Now think about this was when he was with the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
He's been through high school, college. Right. I think he went to college. I think he might have came out early. I'm not sure. Played with Toronto first. Yeah. That whole time, it was either missed or it hadn't developed to that point. And there's been high school students that actually died playing basketball, even though they had a physical and all this stuff. So
you really have to get specific when you talk about the heart as far as testing it. Okay, I mean, you just can't listen to it and put your EKG or EEG on it or whatever and tell that it has to happen. Then you notice what it is. Then you fall back and find out what happened. That kind of thing. Okay, it's not like we're going to catch it before it happens. It rarely happens that way, unless it's like you said, cholesterol or something that you've been used to. One of the things now, that I'm thinking of is COVID shots.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
It was brought up a little bit, but it's like
because that's one of the reasons I didn't take it was because there's a lot of reasons I didn't take it, but one of them was I fall right in that age group where the males are experiencing cardiovascular issues based off of
the shot. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe that might be it.
Because
their protocol, I'm sure, is you have to get the shot.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I'm sure he's been boosted maybe a couple times. Now, I'm not saying, but with the atmosphere of what we're having or what we're going through, they're finding more and more about these shots. And they're actually government is pushing shots. You know that, okay? I mean, they're pushing because they tell you it's free. So what are you going to do if it's free? You get it, okay? You don't think about what the conditions are. You get it, okay? But like you look into it, and like me, I took it because I had to look out for somebody. It was
everybody.
It was a judgment call.
Yeah,
okay?
It's not.
Because I had to look out for my mom because she was susceptible. Fortunately, she never got it.
And see, that's the great thing about what we do and what we are, because there's a lot of things that we do differently, yet we can still get along greatly.
Yeah.
I'm not judging you because you took the shot. You're not judging me because I didn't take the shot.
Well, since you told me you didn't take the shot, shut this shit off and go away.
Now you're going to send,
I'm just saying,
throw a brick through my mama's house.
I'm just saying, because, hey, I took it. You should have took it to there.
No, everybody has their own situation.
I wish it was like that.
You know,
I wish it was voluntary. When the government said you have to have it, that's when it went off the rails. Because you're basically forcing people to take something that they have no choice in what it does to them. You know, it's almost like well, they did the syphilis thing with the you know, they tested that. You heard about that, right?
No, I know.
Okay, in the 40s they gave black males syphilis.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what
yeah.
you know. And were they aware of it? No. It was like, you know, hey, we want you to test this out just to,
and
you know, and it was just to see what it did, not to cure it or anything like that. It was just to see the progression of it.
The thing is, man, this wasn't the route that I wanted to go, but we're on here, so
we're still dealing with it, yeah.
And then, unfortunately,
yeah, our neighbors next door.
Anyways, we still picking up good though.
Are we?
All right,
okay.
So, oh man, which way to go with that one?
Go to your original idea about thinking that he had a precondition. Okay?
Well, no, we're on this now, so it might as well just.
But I mean,
because that was just gonna lead to another. That. Okay. All right.
Blew your mind, didn't I? Brought that up and said,
that was
whoa,
good.
I never thought of that.
I don't want to say, oh man, I don't want to say that I don't blame the government for feeling like they had to force the issue, because anytime you have a controlling body like the government, their main thing is protect the people. That's the main thing. Now, because of ignorance or fear, they rush into things or they just panic, and so it may come across as if they're trying to somehow have a hidden agenda, ulterior motive, and that may be the case. But I truly feel that they just don't truly know what they're doing. And it has nothing to do with they're trying to do this, they want this, they want that. They might have had some agenda prior. This
You gotta break it down.
to be continued,
Yeah.
and when these Mexicans get another job. It turns out they weren't Mexicans. They were actually Puerto Ricans. So, like I said, I was wrong, but I was still right-ish.
Yeah. I don't think they were, okay?
Well, I didn't even check, but still, they're probably black.
Not even close.
All right. Filipino?
Oh, you're killing me. Maybe further south of the border, okay?
Geechees?
What? The hell are Geechees?
Geechees, the black folks from the south.
No.
From the Gullah Islands?
No.
Bubba in them.
You know where Panama is?
Panamanians?
Yeah, further down.
Who are those?
Colombians,
Oh,
Nicaraguans, you know.
Nicaraguans.
Nicaraguans.
I heard what you said the first time.
Nicaraguan. Yeah.
Rock, let you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, what? Oh, you gonna let me go? Thanks. But that's what I'm saying. You guys all look alike, but they're not.
See what
that.
I'm saying?
Okay, I'm just saying.
Because we're from the same
You were
area.
Puerto Rican?
We're from the same area.
No, man.
But what I'm trying to say
When's the last
is,
time you seen a Puerto Rican with a blower? Tell me.
well,
Tell me true.
well, I was blowing leaves at home and I saw the reflection.
In the mirror, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I see one. Okay. All right. Now that you've screwed up,
So
go
the
ahead.
COVID thing.
That you were wrong.
The COVID thing.
The-
Where was I gonna go with the COVID? Oh, shit.
Well, you said the government was was protecting
and
that they're
just wrong.
duh.
there was something else, but
okay.
Oh, here's another one.
Okay.
Real quick. And the thing is, when they are wrong, they're not going to come out and say, hey, we were wrong. You won't hear that we were wrong until about 40, 50 years later, which is what end up happening with the syphilis and the,
Kennedy.
So, it's
okay.
I just, go ahead.
I'm gritting my teeth now.
Go ahead. Okay. Do your thing.
Okay. When your discussion hit COVID, as far as what the government was doing about the causing us to get our injections and making it mandatory that you get these injections, okay. They didn't study the medicine like they said they were doing, okay?
Because they were in a rush.
Right. It was how about good intentions, but bad results, okay? Which is worse, okay? Because you think you're doing good, but you're killing people. How's that feel? And when you said that the government is supposed to protect us, they're out to protect themselves as an entity, not as
true.
Okay,
that's
as
true.
an entity.
Yes.
Okay,
true.
To keep the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying?
I think. Okay. Well, they're out to protect the people, but
they think they are.
No, they are.
Their intention was, but they're not.
They are. I'm talking about in general. Maybe not just about
even
COVID,
in general.
Okay, well, in general, they out to protect the people because they're made of the people. But once they become labeled as the government, then what takes priority is them protecting themselves first.
I got you.
See, me first.
All right.
You second.
You want to get down to like city government, or do you want to get down to state government?
Doesn't matter.
Or does it?
All government.
Okay.
Because even, all right, put it like this. Let's say, I don't know, presidents. Mm-hmm. Their main thing is country first, America first, right? They're gonna make sure that America stays America, and that no foreign, no whatever. They're gonna make sure that America is still the strongest country standing, military wise, financial wise. That's the thing. But what end up taking priority is their reputation, their legacy. You see, so protect America, but I don't want to look like a loser in the process. You see, that's the same thing that's happening when you scale down and up.
Right.
See, so that's what's going on with the whole COVID thing. And to be fair, the shots have protected people. It's not like everybody's dropping dead, but in the long term, they might start dropping dead. But at least it buys
like this
time.
Football player.
It's buying time. Like the football player, maybe. We don't know. But they're just trying to buy time. And hopefully when that time comes, they have a solution for the issues that this initial reaction caused.
Well, let me ask you something. What is the color of the sky in your world? Okay? I mean, you're dreaming big, but
how am I dreaming? It's the truth.
It's the truth that you want it to be, but it's not. Okay? It's not. Why do you think so many politicians stay in office for so long?
Because they're putting their legacy ahead of the people.
Exactly. It's a career. It's not. It's hey, I'm getting paid whether I do something or not. I'll vote. Hey, I'll vote. Pay me to vote.
Okay, but here's the thing also, which is the truth.
Okay.
We can't sit here and pretend that just because you work for the government, that all of a sudden you now are selfish and self-centered and only looking out for yourself. Not every single person in government is evil. Not every single person in government is good. And that's why there is this tug of war. So, and this is the truth, but it's not like of what is, but this is what they call, I guess, my truth. I just choose to believe that there are better people, more competent individuals than there are selfish individuals. And that, I just choose to focus on that. Because if we choose to focus on the negative, we're going to make ourselves miserable, and we're going to make miserable decisions.
I'm glad you got that straight, okay? Because I've always been that way. You haven't, okay? You've been kind of on the negative side.
What?
A lot. Yeah,
no, I'm on the practical, this is what it is.
Practical is opposite.
No, this is just real. This is real. Like, the reality of it is, not everybody in government is good. Not everybody in government is bad.
Okay.
That's just the reality of it.
Do you want to fight or what?
We could duke it out. We're gonna duke it out all day.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna duke it out on the next subject, but
okay. All right. Let's go back to the football injury. Okay. Let's go back to that because I think we agree to disagree. Where what I see what the government's doing is not protecting us. It's not
that I agree though.
It's not looking out for our best interest, okay? Because they're making major mistakes now that are causing us to become weaker and weaker. We're not protecting ourselves like safe on the border. You're finding out that actually Fauci sent money to Wuhan to pay for the experiments that they were, and one of the experiments got away, and it started there, and that's how it created.
And I agree with everything you're saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, you also have the people in government that's trying to hold Fauci accountable.
They're doing it now. Oh, yeah. Hey,
that's all I'm saying.
But it took 2 years. It took 2 years. Now, because who was in power at the time?
Your man.
No.
Your boy.
No. The Democrats were in charge. When 2020 finished, okay, when Biden was in control, the Congress was covered by the Democrats, okay? And when the Democrats passed all these bills about protecting us by bringing more injection or injections, more medication free to the public, thinking that, hey, we're going to get this thing knocked out. Their intentions, like I said, were good, but they were going on a false premise.
And that,
they were pushing the saying that it was a cure. That's what they thought. That's what they said to us, but they knew it wasn't a cure. Okay?
And that's where, I don't know, because I do agree with what you just said.
Right.
The intentions was good.
Yeah.
They might have lied about them saying that, knowing that it's a cure.
Right.
I personally feel like they knew it was not a cure. And back to what I was saying was they were just buying time.
Yeah.
Which is a move that you do when you're panicking and you end up doing things that,
right.
But at the very core of it was, let's try to get this shit under control.
Right. And
how they were going about it, because they lack. All right, let me put it like this.
Okay.
It's just to scale it way down. Sometimes when we scale things up, we
makes
lose.
It too bigger. Yeah.
So the other day, my mom got a colonoscopy.
Okay.
To see why she's having, issues. The doctor came in, said, and I was there, and this is conversation that we had. He said everything was fine, just a couple of polyps, they're gonna get it sent, but he saw nothing, whatever.
Okay, that's good.
There might be some microscopic
tears.
What's it called? Colitis.
Yeah.
So basically what it is.
Diverticulitis. Yeah, I have that too.
Not diverticulitis, but just microscopic tears, things that's causing inflammation that they just can't see with the naked eye.
Mm-hmm.
So, knowing that, I asked them, so what do you recommend as far as eating, diet-wise, to help? This doctor, right? This doctor,
right,
who's supposed to be a specialist in keeping your colon
straight, okay,
good to go.
Right.
He said, no, diet has nothing to do with it. You can eat whatever you want.
Really?
Now, his intent, being a doctor, is to help his patients.
Yeah.
The what's the oath they take?
Oh, not to hurt.
Not to hurt, right?
Yeah.
So his intent was there, but his training on how to see how health and the causes of it, how all this works together, is non-existent.
Right.
No intuition, no instinct. No. For him to say that you having all this issue, I don't want to put my mom's business out there, but you having these issues with your stomach and your colon, but yet diet has nothing. You can eat whatever you want. This is what I'm talking about, what's happening on the bigger scale in the government. And his intent was there. Like, he wanted to do good, but he's just stupid.
Right.
He's not keeping up with new studies, education. He's just stuck. He's antiquated. Yeah. And so now it comes across as, you know.
In your mom's situation, I've had it before, the colonoscopy. Okay. It's a procedure. Okay. It's one of those things. It's supposed to be preventive medicine. Okay. Where you find things out. The only way to find it out is what you do. Okay. And when you discover something, like you said, you take a polyp, make sure it's not cancerous. Other than that, you're doing fine. But you're correct in saying he is not updating himself as far as nutrition. Nutrition, your gut health is the most important thing that you got going on. If you don't have that, you might as well just pack it up and go, because if you're not producing, or if you're not getting the nutrients that you have through your gut, you're wasting your time. You're wasting
away.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
Right. I mean, those vitamins aren't working because you're not receiving them through your system.
But what you're saying is it doesn't translate to what's happening. Government.
You're right in the sense it's what is it? It's SOP, standard operating procedure. Okay. That's what is going on. Yeah. Like, he's doing what he would tell almost every other patient. Okay, what he's not seeing is inflammatory or anything like that, where he'd say, hey, okay, your mom is a special person. I understand that, and everything else like that. If something affects her, which it does, and I think her problem may be in her nerves, okay, stress, things that are, pain creates stress, which creates stomach issues, because I've had that before.
Ulcers and all that.
Exactly. Where they said ulcers can be cured through antibiotics now, which is great. Usually with surgery, or you drank a ton of milk and magnesia and try to cool it off or something. But yeah, antiquated, like you said. But I can understand where you're saying, hey, are you kidding me? Now, did you fight him on that, or did you? I'm
not gonna fight him on, because I'm in his territory.
Right.
I'm in his domain.
But what were you thinking?
And I don't want to disrespect. I was just like, this.
What?
Dumb,
this what?
This dumb nigga. I cannot believe. Like, in my mind, like, you ever seen The Mask when Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
And his mouth dropped. That's how it was. Like, in my mind, I was like, if you zoomed in, you wouldn't see a monkey with symbols. You would see my mouth like,
right.
Like, I cannot. But he said, like, and knowing that she's lactose intolerant,
right?
Which
you can eat anything.
Oh my God! I mean, didn't even say like, you can eat almost anything. Yeah. No, he just said it so flippantly, like,
All right, and cut and dry. Basically, cut and dry. Everything's cut and dry with certain things like that. For instance, politicians. Okay, What is a stereotypical politician? And I'll give you the same thing. What is a stereotypical lawyer? Okay? They most go hand in hand, okay? Because one's going to need another one in order to get that one out of trouble because he's causing problems. And then this guy's going to say, hey, we'll create something that you'll get better at so we can, shake each other's hand and say, hey, we're taking care of it. Okay, the stereotypical is greed, okay? The stereotypical is I'm getting mine, okay? I was voted by you, but guess what? I'm my own person. I'm going to take care of what needs to take care of for me. That's politicians, okay? Yes, we are getting better as far as what's going to happen. The nails are in the coffin right now as far as what's going to happen with who's in office now, okay? It's just a matter of time, okay? You can't you got to take the blinders off, and that's what he's had for 2 years, blinders. He's not seeing, and these people that are behind him telling him what to say or writing in crayon saying, this is what you need to say, and, watch what you're talking about. That's who we got, okay? All right. They're finally going to the border, okay? He's going to visit the border. It took 2 years.
What border?
The border that's below us. Would we say Texas forever?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, that border along the Texas forever
I know
line.
if it was a metaphorical border or literal.
Well,
okay.
A lot of times politicians talk it as metaphysical or not metaphysical.
It's mixing both words, metaphorical.
Metaphysical too. Metaphorical.
No,
okay.
metaphorskin.
You keep bringing that up. Okay. Okay. So it took 2 years. The vice president was in charge of that. She never went there. Okay? Talk about, oh my God. And she never went there. She can barely put 3 words together because she repeats the same 3 words every time. It's like when you ask a question, you answer with a question.
You know what?
That's how she is.
I forgot we even had a vice president because I have not even
They
seen
put her away.
Yeah,
they kept her out of the limelight so she won't say anything.
Yeah, I know Biden was more out there when he was the vice president.
Yeah, well, how do you think he made his money? That's the thing.
Well,
and actually, Biden wasn't what you would call his choice.
So here's the thing: it's not, and this is the truth. Mm-hmm. This is the truth.
Okay.
And that's why I'm gonna win this one.
Okay. Okay, go for it.
Because it's not the government. You said it yourself.
Yeah.
It's greed.
Yeah.
And who exercises greed?
Yeah.
People that make up the government. So it doesn't matter who we put in these you have to have a government.
Right.
Whether they have laissez-faire or they're hands-on, regardless of what their agenda or I don't even want to say agenda. What their MO.
Right.
Modus operandi. Yeah. Whatever that is. Ooh. Hey, whatever that is.
That's Latin, isn't it?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's the quality of the people in there.
Okay.
So how do you get quality motherfuckers in there? Get them off of sugar.
Good point.
Anyway,
good point.
Go ahead.
Okay. You're correct in everything you said.
I know I am.
You are.
I win.
We talked about this before where
right,
but you're in a general situation where you're talking general things. Like we need to get these good people in, smart people. We do have those people, but they don't have enough power to go over the edge, okay? Or they're worried about their career and saying, if I say something, I'm going to get kicked out,
right.
Okay? So they're protecting themselves.
And can you blame them?
No.
I mean, let's say right now, I mean, your family depends on you.
Yeah.
If you had to do something or say something that's you would never say or, consider selling out.
Right.
Or you want to say something, but you keep your mouth shut.
Right.
I would say I probably won't say it because my whole family depends on me. Now, if it was just about me, hey, I can get a job somewhere else and then whatever. But I don't. At some point, you do. It's idealistic to say hey, sacrifice everything and sacrifice this and let's go and don't do. No, it's not that. It's not that simple.
No.
It's not that simple. Like, it just that, and that's why it takes time. You know.
Okay, we'll go there. We're going to give examples. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple examples just to show how the government was trying to protect us. Okay, all right. They've got this Green Deal going on. Okay, there's certain elements of the government who are pushing solar energy, wind power, all this stuff, and they're killing fossil fuels left and right. Okay, they're cutting it off despite your face. That's what they're doing. Okay, all right. When you get into a situation where you're cutting things off, and what happens? The demand stays the same, but the volume gets cut off, meaning there's a supply issue. Okay, what happened to our gas prices?
They went up.
Why?
You tell me.
Their fossil fuel ideas were cut. They're saying, "Hey, we're going green. We're going to stay away from coal, natural gas, okay, which puts out a lot less carbon than any other fuel, but we got tons of it, but we're not going to explore that option. And also oil, gasoline, okay? We cut ourselves off from what we have the most of, okay? When he came in office, his agenda was, I'm going to make this a green country.
All right. I'm going to cut you off there,
okay,
because when I say what I'm about to say, I don't want you to dig yourself deeper.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Gas prices go up, they go down. Right now, I mean, I've seen it, $2.56 at one point for regular.
2 weeks ago.
Right. Now it's went back up. Right.
I got it. 2 weeks ago, I got it for $2.50. The next 2 days, it went up to $3.
Okay. So my first point is it goes up, it goes down. It's been doing that forever.
Right. Oops. Go ahead.
My second thing is, would you pay higher gas prices for something else to balance out overall? Would you, I don't say sacrifice one thing for another, even though it may not directly affect you? No. So let me ask you this. Let's say you have something called the Obama Wars. Have you heard of those?
No.
Okay. Now, when you go to, well, I'm not going, you may go, but
why would I go?
Let's say we can go on Google.
Okay.
But I'm not going to go there physically because it's very hostile there. And
why?
There, I mean Sudan.
Oh.
Now, for you to get your cheap ass gas prices, there has to be wars, population, villages, resources, whole countries.
I got the big picture. Okay, I'm
just obliterated.
Yeah.
And when you see on TV these Sudanese and Ethiopians all scrawny with big bellies and shit, look like they swallow bowling balls, you know, and then you hear, donate this to save the Sudanese, right, because they're just so they're too stupid to make their own civilization and prosper. Oh yeah, but what about the corporations that went over there to destroy their land, take their resources so that we can have cheap gas prices for our oversized SUVs, so we can feel all hearted-hearted, so we can have extra money to spend on some movie theater, to eat some big ass oversized nacho cheese and popcorn and double gulps, so we can get diabetes, go to the doctor, take up the time from these doctors who could spend on people who actually need it, and now raise our insurance rates and yada yada yada. Would you pay 20 more cents on the gallon for that not to happen?
Yeah.
Okay then. So maybe, just maybe, the Biden, maybe the Biden administration might be considering something other than just the U.S. Maybe it's a bigger picture. Maybe. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they're not. But these are just things we have to consider.
Okay.
Yeah. I would mic the drop, but I would drop the mic, but I just spent $50 on that, and I don't want to spend another $50.
Well, you can make a sound like a mic drop.
I'll put it in the sound effects.
Okay. All right. You're correct. The big picture. It's a world economy. It is. It's a world economy. But you also have bad guys. Okay?
I agree.
You've got the big two that are duking it out with a smaller country because each one are supporting to
speak up. Yeah, just speak up.
The walls are coming down. So we have to be the buffer for the world. Okay.
Pause it, because again, these minorities are deciding to do landscaping in a parking lot. And we're back.
Okay, let me finish what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, the big picture is that we are supposed to be the buffer, the go-to guy, the protector, because what we're doing in Ukraine, we're trying to send our stuff over there to prevent something from happening, which is screwed up to begin with. We should have jumped in there to start with, okay, to prevent whatever's happening, because they're destroying a country that won't be lived in because all their infrastructure's gone or destroyed. It's like Iraq. When we left Iraq, what was left of it? Not too much, and nobody wants to go there for the summer. Okay, it's not a good place to be. Okay, but we're falling short again. Okay, we're falling short. Obama was doing. He knew that we needed to be that person, that go-to guy to say, hey, we're going to take care of our troops. Okay. Then Bush came in. Oh yeah, let's go for it. For 9/11, all that kind of stuff. We're going to find out who did what, and we're going to go after them. Okay, revenge. Okay. Well, big picture. There's money involved when you do something like that. The big corporations that are supplying the military with their equipment, with their services, they made the money. Okay. There's a movie called Dogs of War, which means there's money to be made for war. It's sad to say that.
Go ahead.
It's sad to say, but that's what life's all about. So when Biden took office, because Trump was what's Trump's slogan? They call it MAGA. Okay. It sounds like maggot, which I think they're pushing. That's what it sounds like. Make America great again. Okay, that was his thing, and they broke it down to MAGA, which is, you don't say that no more. You're being lazy when you break down things like TYT. I had to think about that for a while. But I got it.
First of all, I did it because it's not something that
I was like, what the fuck, TY? Oh, I got what the.
Well, I did it not because I was being lazy, because I wanted to challenge your mind, because it's not something that's normally.
Hey, it took me a while. Okay, almost hit a car.
The normal one is what TYL, talk to you. No, TTYL, talk to you later. Yeah. I would never send it, but I sent you TYT so you can take your time.
Right, I got that. I got it, but it's like I'm let's
focus.
Yeah, right. Lazy, just
people being lazy. Yeah.
But Trump was trying to correct the things that Obama promised but didn't come forward with, because of his opposition with the Republicans and all. Whenever you have a Democrat president and a Republican Congress, nothing happens. Whenever you have a Republican president and a Democratic Congress, nothing happens. Okay?
Maybe that's a good thing, but go ahead.
They're not working for the people. That's the key. They're not working for the people, right. and they're working for our political gain, for our party. It's a party thing, and that just kills me.
Ego.
Yeah, ego. It is. But Trump said, "Hey, we're gonna turn things around. We're gonna make things better." Okay, and if you interview anybody who's went through the 4 years he was, and now the 3 years he's going through, and compare the two, which one were you better off in? Okay? That's what you got to look at. Because something happened when he was in office to improve things. Okay? And a lot of things was black unemployment was down. Okay? Let's see. Cost inflation was down. The stock market was up, okay?
But that's also like pre-COVID.
Well, he got into the COVID situation where he told them, which called it Star Wars, well, not Star Wars, but he called it where we're going to get this vaccine now, okay?
Yeah.
Which kind of like threw... It's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It gave us hope that saying, hey, this COVID is not going to kill us. It's going to make us better.
Yeah, I mean...
But you can't blame him for COVID. And that's what they were doing.
Right. I'm not blaming him. But what I'm saying, all these numbers...
Yeah.
Yeah, when COVID hit, everybody was fucked up. Like... But that's neither Trump or Biden's fault. These is the they came into a situation.
Okay.
Now, unless Biden gave people COVID or whatever, no, that's just what happens.
All right. Well, the Fauci thing, okay. He's
the common denominator.
Yeah, he was the one that told us, put your mask on, get your shots, do all this, okay? Stay indoors. Okay? He gave us that, and the government ran with it. And the government told us to stay indoors 2 weeks or whatever. It didn't prevent anything.
It might have helped 10%. I'm just saying.
You're looking for the good, and I appreciate that.
No,
I really
what I'm
do.
saying, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, again, it's just these people are stupid. It's just like for a while, people said, low salt, low fat, whatever this. No, all these trends, and it's based off of some science. Yeah. But the overall picture is missing. So now you got whole generations that's going off of what they think is the truth. Right. You got governments going off what they think is the truth. And it's the same shit with this COVID. That you got this government, people going off of a doctor's expertise of what he think is the truth. And everybody's not doing... It helped some, and it hurt probably more.
If you compare the two states, California and Florida, okay, for the COVID situation.
I've seen that. I know what you did. Go ahead.
All right. The governor of California shut the state down, pretty much. He killed a lot of small businesses, like restaurants and things like that, to prevent people from making a living, okay? Florida, okay, we're going to see what happens, okay? We're not going to make it mandatory that you wear a mask or whatever, okay? Giving our freedom a chance, not taken away by mandatory things that were not tested, okay?
Okay.
All right, if you compare the two, more cases of COVID were in California than Florida.
Now, see, that's my next point was that. Where are these statistics coming from? Because I've seen one that actually put up the mortality rate of blue states versus the mortality rate of red states.
Yeah.
And the red states look like idiots. So that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. We're going off what we think.
I'll have to look at that.
And that's they put this shit up all the time.
Okay. We'll go another one. This is the last one because we got to get off this because the governor of New York, okay? The governor of New York, he made it mandatory for the elderly patients to be put with COVID patients, okay? To like separate them, but he didn't realize that the elderly were the worst susceptible to get COVID. Now, if he'd have protected them from that and not did what he did, a lot of these grandmothers and grandfathers wouldn't be dead today because of that. Okay? that was the situation. Also, when I say mandatory masking, children were not susceptible to COVID, but they forced them into no schools.
That's the panic and incompetence.
Yeah, exactly. No schools. The fear. It was always the fear.
Okay, so all right. Here's another thing that in the last one.
Last one. Okay.
I agree with what you just said.
Okay. All right.
For the record.
Okay.
And this just to show you where we are at as a people,
right?
As far as understanding the dynamics between the human body and disease, and how to fight this.
Right.
In order to push this vaccine issue, hey, get your vaccines. Okay, cool. But people weren't getting them. So in order to entice them to get it, they would have, and this was on the news, I am not making this shit up. Yeah. I wish I was.
Right.
But this is why I said we are getting worse as a species. These people, first of all, they already said your compromised immune system makes you more susceptible to getting COVID.
Right.
And anything.
Yeah.
But what
preconditions too. A lot of preconditions.
Right.
Yeah.
What they said, this is what they did. They said, hey, let's have a vaccine, get your vaccine shot party, and you'll get free beer. They was offering free alcohol in exchange for vaccine shots.
I know.
The very thing that will fuck up your immune system, that will slow down your biological functions and make it so much harder for you to fight off anything, is the very thing they're saying, hey, have some free beer and we'll give you a vaccine shot.
All right. What do you think the government thinks of us when they offer that?
What I'm saying is they're not thinking at all. They're just saying, they're panicking and they're looking for the quick solution, the now solution, instead of the long-term sustainable solution.
Yeah.
This is where we're at. And it comes across as conspiracies or their outfit. No, these niggas are just stupid.
I know.
They're stupid.
I know. Hey, I'm a member of the
community. And here's another one, the last one.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
second to the last one.
Second to the last one. You can work at a hospital. Let me make sure I get this right.
Okay.
These are for hospital employees.
Right.
If you had the COVID shot, but you've been found positive for COVID, you could still work at the hospital.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But if you have not had the COVID shot and you have tested negative, you still can't work at the hospital. And the last one, you have to get your COVID shots because the numbers show that the probability of you getting it will reduce, you getting these COVID. So, people have to get their vaccines. Okay. You know what else reduces the probability of you getting not drinking, not smoking, not eating cotton candy for breakfast, ice cream for dinner, and all this other shit? You're not mandating that people stop drinking alcohol. You're not mandating that people stop smoking this, that, and the other. You're not mandating that.
You want riots?
You know what I'm saying?
Riots? You're not mandating. You're talking prohibition here,
So the same logic that you're using to mandate vaccine shots, you're not applying it to other things, because while you're panicking and you're not thinking straight, you just because in order to stop smoking, stop drinking, stop eating sugar and all this other bullshit, that takes effort and time. But we don't want to put in that effort.
No,
we want things now.
Instant relief. Yeah.
That's all it is. And it comes across as conspiracy theories. And I'm not saying that, hey, there are plenty of conspiracy theories out there that are facts. Yeah. But sometimes it's just as simple as these motherfuckers are stupid. There's just no other way around it.
It's sad to say, hopefully it's turning around. Well, okay. I am hopeful.
Finish this segment for us.
let's see, we did that. Oh, reverting back to what you started when you said, I hope I don't sound insensitive.
Oh no, I was saying put the final touches on this COVID thing, then we can get back to that.
Okay. The final things on the COVID, okay? We jumped on something that we had no knowledge of, okay? We really lost it when we went through this situation. I mean, fear was the biggest catalyst for everything that we did wrong. When you tell somebody that you're going to die if you don't get this shot, okay, by just saying that, you're putting the fear of God in these people, okay? And the majority of people, they're like everything else. They'll go with the crowd. They'll, whatever's good, whatever Uncle Sam says, we're going to do, because guess what? They're taking care of us. I know that. And it's blind. It's just, hey, I go with the flow, okay? Well, you pay the price when you do that. And that's what we're doing right now. We're paying the price. But hopefully, like I said, we're turning this ship around. We're going in the right direction for the better, okay? I'm not saying get rid of all the green, that's fine. If we can develop something that we can use, that we can manufacture without it is
one thing leads to another.
I know. It is so funny where we need more battery operated cars. Where the heck are you gonna get the batteries from? The minerals that you have to get the batteries to create those batteries, they're in countries that don't want us at all.
Which is why you have wars.
Which is Russia, which is China. China makes the chip for these cars. And they're in worse shape than us because they were in lockdown for like 2 years. Because their government can do that. Our government tried to do that and got their ass kicked, basically. Okay? And that's what the situation, what we're going through right now. But anyways, I say I see the tunnel. I don't see the light, but I see the tunnel.
That's a good one.
Okay?
I heard that one.
Yeah. When I see the light, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna rejoice. Okay? Like the sun, as in S-O-N. Rejoice. Okay. All right. Back to what we started from.
That's a good segue.
Yeah. Back to where we started from, about the injury, the football injury, and what became of it. What was the thing?
So, to wrap this episode up, I don't want to sound insensitive, but when Hamlin went down, everybody started to pray. Now, I understand the intent, and with what we have been taught, I understand that is the only measure that we feel we can undertake because of what we know. But prayer is a complete waste of time. Now,
I did not say that. I'm just letting you know.
Prayer is a complete waste of time if we want results.
Ooh, that's ooh. Ooh, I'm going to pray for you, okay?
Now.
I'm going to pray for you right now. Heavenly Father, we're thankful for these and all the blessings. Bless our homes, guide and direct us, and forgive us of our sins. Lord, we look upon our brother here who creates the illusion that prayer doesn't do anything, because if you're thinking for results, where do you get your results from then?
All right. So,
amen. Oh, God say that. In Jesus' name, amen.
Oh, God, you killed me with that.
I know.
Last
it's like,
one. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so.
That's what I believe in. That's what I feel.
Let's say, for example, that your child was out in the middle of the street and
you're gonna go there. Go ahead.
a bus,
A bus.
a train,
Well,
F-115 or F-15. F-115. That's a F-115 is a Ford truck and a jet put together.
a jet-powered truck. Go ahead. F-150-15. Okay, go ahead.
What if some motor vehicle was heading towards your daughter, your child, your loved one, whoever?
Okay.
Are you gonna sit there and pray? Now you're a few feet away from her. Are you gonna sit there and pray, hey, God, please let this jet divert and go off somewhere else and not? Are you gonna sit there and pray? Be honest. Be honest.
Okay.
Are you gonna sit there and pray? Just answer my questions. You can rebut afterwards.
Here's the situation, okay? What I normally do is I pray before it happens. The situation itself. No,
you don't sit there and get on your knees.
I agree. No. You're going way beyond.
No, because this leads to there's a reason to why I'm saying this.
Okay.
And I just want to answer the question.
Here's the thing. It hasn't happened yet, okay? Meaning that the bus hasn't hit my kid.
I'm not okay. I'm go into that.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right.
I have a process. I'm going towards that. Now,
my process is
I just want
when you start the day, you ask for protection.
No, we're not.
I'm just saying that's what I do.
I asked your question and you're not answering because you know.
Oh, do I pray that something prevents something from happening right now?
3 feet away from your daughter and you see something about to just take her life. Right. Are you going to sit there and pray?
No.
What are you going to do?
Act accordingly.
You're going to act accordingly, which is you're just going to spring into action and you're going to snatch her out of harm's way.
Right.
Why aren't you going to sit there and pray?
Because I already did.
No.
I mean,
no. If that was the case, then you would never pray for the rest of your life.
Huh?
So if that was the case because you've already prayed, then you will only need to pray once in your whole existence.
No, I've already prayed today.
No, don't give me that shit. What's the day? A day is when it's... No, don't give me that. Okay. Don't give me that.
All right.
Prayer is prayer. Now, you're not going to sit there and pray. Why not? I'm going to tell you why not. I'm not going to
Yeah,
be
don't
sadistic.
even ask for an answer. Go ahead. Tell me your answer.
The reason you're not going to pray is because of the distance. Because now you are in control. The reason why we do pray is because of the distance. Whether it's physical or any other, metaphysical. So when it's too long of a distance, you feel like you have lack of control. Right. So the only way that you can get control is by praying on somebody to act on your behalf.
I get you. Okay.
So the distance is the factor.
Okay. Very good.
You see?
Oh, yeah. I see.
So now what I'm saying is this.
Okay.
Instead of praying, you can do something else which is more effective, which is something that we do every day when we feel we are in control, or have some semblance of control.
Right.
What you can do is you can imagine with purpose and effort. You see? Yeah. So let's say I want to build a house.
Right.
I'm not going to sit there and pray, God, you got to build a house. No. You imagine, then you apply effort, right?
Right.
And then you do. Right. That's exercising the will. Right. So what I'm saying is will over prayer. You see? Right. And the more you practice that, the more adept you become at exercising your will.
Right.
With one exception. The exception is the environment. Mm-hmm. Now the environment has to be conducive to enact your will.
Gotcha.
So that same house that we talked about, okay, you imagine, you put in the effort. But if it's raining for 40 days and 40 nights, the environment,
better get a boat.
It's going to be a hard time to enact that will, to build that house. If let's say you're paralyzed, right?
Right.
If your daughter did get hit by that F-115,
Okay.
right? Now, she imagines walking, moving her limbs. She puts in the effort, but because her environment, which is her body, has been compromised, it's her spinal, her central nervous system, all that is severed. She can't really enact her will. Right. You see? So what I'm saying is, will over prayer does so much more. Instead of you asking for favor, because now you're putting your power outside of yourself. Right. You're not cultivating that power from within. Okay. And 2 or 3, don't know where I'm at.
How about B?
If God, make sure this is on.
Okay.
Make sure this is on.
Yeah, you gotta.
All right.
Okay.
3. All right. Or 4. Or B.
Part 1, 2, 3.
BBB. The Better Business Bureau. All right. If God already has a plan, right, why are you praying in the first place? Huh? Maybe God's plan was to have Hamlin fall out.
Yeah. If
that's the case, why are you praying?
Right.
If he already has a plan and knows, because he's omni everything, that he already knows what's going to happen before it happened, why are you praying? You think you're that special? He's going to rearrange everything else just for you?
Yeah. You hope.
You know, I mean, are you?
You hope.
And then if he's just doing it for you, that means he has to now interfere with somebody else's free will, because by him changing your shit, their shit has to change. So now they're going to pray. You see? Oh, here's another one. Hold up. I'm going to smash.
There's a movie for that.
I'm going to smash this shit to the ground.
Go ahead.
Let's say you're praying something simple. Let's say, okay, there's a Ferrari that's being given away.
Right.
You're praying for a Ferrari, that same Ferrari, and I'm praying to win that Ferrari. So, whose prayer is he going to answer? Is he going to answer yours because you're more special, or you're praying right? Or is he going to answer mine because of the same reason? Like, who? I thought, what's...
Okay.
What is this? Now, here's the last one. Okay. I would only concede in saying prayer works only if this man God in the sky, if there is no set fate, there is no destiny, that there is what I would call, there is a design, but there is no plan.
Okay.
You see?
Oh, yeah.
Then that means everything else fits. Okay. Now you have free will, and you can ask for favor. And then if he says, okay, I'll grant you because you asked so nicely, or because you lived a life so pious, and also, yes, you deserve rewards. Okay. That way, okay. Right. But now you're saying that this guy doesn't know it all, or there's limitations.
You can't have that.
And this is why I say prayer is a complete waste of time if we don't want to keep going in circles.
Okay.
There is more that we can do for ourselves, for Hamlin, for anybody else in pain that's outside of our realm of control, distance. You see where I'm going? But we are not educating ourselves because we're working our asses off 80, 100 hours per week just to make the bills and all this. That's fine. This is the situation that we're in. Right. But if we want to get out of that for ourselves and others, we need to start developing other faculties that we have that are just dormant, atrophied, because we keep praying, because we keep putting our power outside. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
I see. I get your drift.
And then we say, oh, prayer works. Well, does it work because you was just, you see?
All right. I get your side of the story. Okay, I get your side of the story. I'm gonna give you my thing. Okay, all right. There's 3 things you work on. Okay, you work on what you know, what you hope you know, and what you know that you know. Okay, all right. What you hope that you know is the thing that you're praying for. Okay, you hope that this happens. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, if my daughter were to have something, I would say, hey, if it be your will, like you say, you always say if it's your will. If it is, fine. If it's not, I will live with it, because I'll see. I believe that what happens here is not going to what happened to me forever. That's my key living sense. Okay, so it's not a prayer of what I want. It's what can happen. Okay, that's the key. That's what I feel. Okay, where there are things that you can speak into existence. Okay, that's what I feel that was happening, is where you're speaking things into existence, meaning you're bringing down that ether and you're bringing it down to where it's needed the most, and it's creating a positive vibe, which it did. Look at the situation. What happened? I mean, he's recovering fine. I thought I figured he would, but it's also given us a seeing that it was good that this happened, because we're finding out more and more football is a dangerous sport, but it's always been that way. Baseball, it's happened in baseball a lot. It happened in soccer, where somebody got hit in the chest at that perfect moment.
It happened in UFC.
I'm surprised it don't happen in UFC every time you go in. But it was one of those one in a million shots. Okay, the key thing about him, he was young. Okay, and the situation, he didn't have any symptoms prior to. That we know of. So hopefully, like I said, it was a 1 in a million shot. He learned. It's like you got to go through. Living is going through. Okay, it maybe gave him a wake up call, saying, "Hey, I think I got to get my affairs in order for me to realize, hey, I can't take life for granted anymore." We're hit with those sometimes.
Yeah, we definitely hit with that a few times.
Yeah,
we need gentle reminders, I guess.
Hopefully they're gentle, but when they're sledgehammer reminders, it tells you how much you can bring yourself up and stand up and say, "Hey, I got to keep going." That's the key. But as far as prayer, yes. In layman's term, it may be a waste of time, but one of the things is, yeah, if I could do something, I would. Okay, which people were doing that donation.
That's what they felt.
They could. If nothing else, I will give a memorial to say, hey, we're thinking of you. Let's put this thing together and let's do something. Okay. Other than that, I can't say it doesn't work, but I can't say it does work, because it's all about faith. Okay.
Don't give me that.
I'm gonna give you this.
I understand. I'm gonna give faith is good.
Well, faith is the only thing that we got going other than hope. Okay.
Well, hope is poison.
Well, okay.
It's good.
But faith without works, like you said, is nothing. Okay. You have to have the works, the will, in order for it to be created. That's the key. Okay, that's my feeling.
Right, and I agree. The problem with faith is people are.
It's a cliche in a lot of people's minds. Okay, it is.
It's what we use to substitute when we don't know shit.
Yeah,
it's like superstition.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
So when we don't know or we don't want to put in the effort, that's what I'm trying to.
I get you.
You have to put in the effort and not say, "Oh well, it doesn't make sense, but I have faith." Oh well, you know what? Yeah, Well, I was about to hit on something else, real quick.
Okay.
Which is since you said faith, no matter what constant things come out about this character named Jesus,
Okay.
people, because of indoctrination, and this is not just Jesus, but any other
Muhammad or whoever.
I don't want to say myth, but because others aren't myth, but whenever.
Are you in a corner?
Well, I'm trying to respect people's beliefs.
He's not trying to be insensitive. Go ahead.
When people hear, no matter how much they hear about things that contradict their beliefs,
Right.
no matter how factual and truthful, like you really is undeniable truth,
Right.
it's faith that just says, fuck it, faith solves everything.
Usually fucking faith don't
Like-
go together. Okay, I'm just saying that.
Like the only reason,
Okay.
whether they want to admit it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, the only reason you believe in Jesus is, as Jesus being this Savior, is because of the miracles he performed. If it wasn't for that, because something has to separate him from the other hundreds of messiahs that came through that time period. He wasn't the only one.
Right. I understand.
So something had to separate him
Right.
from the normal niggas to the divine niggas.
God.
You see?
Because
So
like this one.
in order to separate them, okay, he had to do divine works. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Nothing that this character said to was said to have done is original. Nothing. Matter of fact, others have done it before him hundreds of years and to a greater extent. For example,
We're getting too deep here.
I know, we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up.
I mean,
When you said faith, for example,
okay, go ahead.
he turned water into wine. Damn it, that's a miracle, and he is the one now, because he did a miracle, and miracles are there to prove of your divine, whatever.
Yes.
Okay, your divinity, your whatever, your divine lineage. Okay, so I had to prove it to you. You don't believe, so let me turn some water into wine and get everybody feel good up in here.
Right.
Okay.
Party on.
It just so happened that there was this guy named Dionysus, right?
Right.
Now, there's some Christians that look up what I'm about to say, and they say, "Oh no, they have no relation or whatever. It's not really parallel. I can see it, but you're not looking hard enough." Okay. Because what they say was one of the examples that I'm gonna say came out after Jesus was born.
I got it.
But there were plenty that was written before.
Right.
Now, one of them was, what was it? He was from a certain area, and on the 5th of every month, something like that, the wine flows from where he's from.
Okay.
On the 5th. Any other day it doesn't.
Okay.
But on his day that was consecrated as Dionysus' day, wine flows from the earth.
Okay.
They don't know where it come from. They don't know, but that's what it is. That's one thing.
Right.
Dionysus also, he taught man how to make wine. So he is known as the god of wine.
Right.
Okay. Another one was at a temple, a Dionysus temple. The water and it becomes wine.
Right.
They drink wine or whatever. If you take the water outside the temple, it turns back to water. Now, the reason why I say this,
I think there's an ABC law that prevents that. I think there's an ABC law. You can't take stuff out of the building.
Oh, so that's where they got it from.
That's where they got it from. Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why I say this is because these writers they're living, the ones who quote unquote wrote the New Testament they lived during the Greek time, Greco-Roman era. They knew these stories. They were raised in this culture. These stories there's nothing new. They knew of Dionysus. They knew all these Greek gods, and so they borrowed and influenced these, and they applied to this character with some little real history going on. They apply to this character and make up this name, Jesus. Here's another one. Walking on water. Oh, damn. The people like to use this one. Oh, you can't be like Jesus and walk on water. Right? He's so exclusive. This man does miracles, and he let me prove to you that, ooh, y'all lucky. Saved by the bell.
Not a thing. Go ahead.
Not saved by the
Okay,
bell.
go ahead.
Let the slaughtering continue. Now,
Ooh, that's bad.
Now, to prove that he's divine, they have to write in this book and say, hey, he walked on water.
Right.
Can't no normal nigga walk on water, right?
Right.
Unless he's wearing Air Jordans. You know?
Oh, yeah. He
Okay.
can fly.
So, well, what if I was to tell you that there was other Greek guys that walked on water too? 700 years before he did. So, you ever heard of Poseidon?
Yep.
Or what is he known as? Oh,
God
man.
of the sea. Oh. Hello. Yeah, I'm coming home. I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Okay. No, but I'm gonna heat up that spaghetti. Yeah, can you do that? That'd be great. Okay. All right. See you in a little bit. All right. Bye.
All right.
Saved by the bell.
Let's
Okay.
wrap it up.
All right.
All right. So Poseidon is known as what?
King of the sea. Or
Okay.
God of the sea.
All right.
Oceans.
Master of the seas, waters,
Right.
whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
The God of...
Okay.
Yeah.
So he had a son called Orion.
The belt guy.
Well, Orion turns out to have been gifted the ability to walk on water. His ass walked on water all the damn time. Let's go a little bit.
Let me ask you something. Is it because he couldn't swim?
That's a good one. See, that's what I like. That was perfect.
Okay, go ahead.
That was perfect. That was good. Way to lighten up. That was damn. I wish I came up with that one.
Go ahead.
See, I was so focused on the information.
I know.
That was good.
I know.
That
You
was
gotta
good.
lighten it up.
Last one.
All right, last
This
one.
one's closer to the man they call Jesus.
Right.
So he fed the multitudes
Right.
with never-ending food, and he raised the dead.
Right.
Who else did that in the Bible? Elijah.
Yeah.
He gave a homegirl, what was that? Endless flour and oil.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Niggas was eating good for days.
Yeah.
All right. Then her son died,
Right.
and he prayed, and boom.
I think he did more than just prayed.
What did he do?
I think he laid hands. He CPR'd.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I think
we
he
don't know what
CPR'd.
happened when we was there, but
He didn't have a defibrillator, but he did something like a yeah.
he raised the dead.
Okay.
So, going back to the faith, the only reason we believe in this character, and there's plenty more, but is because of the miracles. But he wasn't nowhere near the only one. But no matter how much information we get that conflicts with our current beliefs, faith. It's like we're programmed to believe that, okay, faith, you have to go on faith, hope, faith, hope. And it should be like 10-90. 10% faith, hope, 90% reason. Like there's a reason why things happen, you know?
Yeah.
And people use that, oh, things happen for a reason. No, that's again superstition. No, flip it. There's a reason why things happen. It may be outside of your consciousness, but let's work to get it in. You know, it's just that work that nobody wants to put in.
It's an easy out when you say that.
It's lazy.
Yeah, but there, easy, lazy. Okay, there's Z there.
You keep hitting them zingers, man. That's pretty good. Z, another Z. God damn. Z's all over the place.
You're catching on.
It takes a while, but
all right. I think I get your point. I'm not when we talk about politics and religion, and we have our own views and everything like that. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change your mind. You're not going to change my mind. We can agree to disagree. That's why we're friends, because I can respect, because you've gone through the research. Okay, bringing out these other names that I've heard of, but I haven't researched them. And you've given me the opportunity to do that, which I haven't done, but I will. That's why we do what we're doing right now. We're opening our minds, opening other people's minds to say, hey, it's not written in stone. Look, do your own work. Do your own research, you know?
No matter how much faith we have,
yeah,
faith is based off of information.
Right.
So the lack of information is information as well.
Yeah.
So your faith is based off of something. You just wasn't born believing or having faith in Jesus or whoever. If that was the case, you wouldn't need Europeans coming over here and forced conversion, raping, pillaging, slaving, extinction of the whole race in the name of God, in the name of Jesus. And now I'm used to using Europeans as that, but it happens throughout history.
Right. Black
on black, white on black, black on white, it doesn't matter.
What happened to Puerto Ricans?
They're part of that whole
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Taino Arawak indigenous tribe that got wiped out.
Really?
In the name of Jesus. And that's another my goodness.
Don't go there. We'll finish.
How are you gonna worship the God of somebody who slaughtered you? Like you believe anyway, okay.
Okay. Go ahead. All right, we're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
You want to close us out?
Yeah, I think. All right. Well, for one thing, thanks for listening. If you're still up, but no, I think the topics that we discussed today are open-ended, meaning that there's more information that we can bring up, which we will later on in our episodes. But I think we got our points across as far as how we feel that this world is going, and how we believe, and how we can change it, or how we can believe in it. And that's pretty much what I'm getting from the vibe that we're having today. So we'll see you later.
Texas forever.
Texas forever. All right.